What's up, party people? This is Jude Mossberg here from Facebook, Jude's Junk, Facebook comic book shop, and YouTube channel. And we also are brokers. I watch about 30 auction houses daily to look for deals that come across. And as a broker, I help clients procure a big book. Just got a big book today on this auction that I'm watching. It was about a $4,700 book and saved him some money off fair market value. And that's fully shipped, all fees and everything. So anyways, today I wanted to remind you, because I just found out a big name is coming to CGC. It sounds like Todd McFarlane is getting ready to come to CGC again. The last time he's been there was 4 years ago. And 4 years ago, I sent in 50 books to him. And now when he signs, I'm going to do things a little differently, because I did get I sent a bunch of 9/8s in. A number of them lost a grade. And that was due to a lot of things, maybe not me being able to, what's the word where you look at the book before you send it in to see if it's not really a 9/8 or potentially could get a 9/6. You know, you pre-screen the books. And so I might be better at pre-screening them now. I may not take a chance like I did before. I used to use a third-party presser, and now I've found that I'm sending them straight to CGC. And we're talking about sending in a 9/8. I'm not talking about doing raws. If you want to do the raw game, good for you. You got to be an expert at grading, and most people I know are not experts at grading. So I do a lot of send-in 9/8s. And these are cheaper books, not the $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 books, but the cheaper books, $500 books, $800 books. I'll send in a 9/8 and get it signed. Todd's signature really increases the value of a book significantly. Look at what an Incredible Hulk 340 signed is. Look at what a Batman 423 signed is. You know, you pay $160 for the signature, and it might increase the value of the book $1,000, if not more. So, but you might lose a grade. So that's the scary part. So what my normal process is I send in a 9/8 to CGC, because that's what we're talking about, not at a convention signature, but CGC on site. They crack it, they bag it for free, but you may not know that. They haven't charged me yet in a few years. A third-party presser will charge you $10 for that. They do a cold press, which is good enough if you already got a 9/8. And there's less handling and less shipping. I don't have to ship to my third party, and then he has to pack it up and ship it raw into the CGC. So for the most part, I send in 9.8s. But here's the hack and the whole point of this video. But something like a Todd McFarlane coming, big name. I'm going to do what I've done in the past, and I could have swore I did a video on this. It's cheaper to send in to buy 3 9/6s in many cases than it is to buy 1 9/8. Incredible Hulk 340, Batman 423, Spider-Man, ASM number 300. I think I'm going to do that process again this time. Those are just too big of books to send in a 9/8 and take that chance. You send in... anyways, you can do the math on, you know, if you send in 3 9/8s and one of them comes back a 9/6, you know, is there even any profit margin left over? So probably in that case, yes, but I'm still nervous sending in those $3,000 books, $2,000 books, cracking. I did that recently on a Uncanny X-Men 266 newsstand, which is about a $1,500, $2,000 book, came back to 9/6. Resent it in for another signature, trying to get another, still came back at 9/6. It's a big bite. And is the risk really that worth it for a Claremont signature? Claremont doesn't move the needle like a Todd McFarlane moves the needle. So ROI, return on investment, $160, $170, $200 investment. You do the press, taxes, the label, all the good stuff. It's about $200 per signature, and it's going to bump the value up. So I'm recommending on this video, get 3 9/6s. If you're looking for investment opportunity, if you're looking for books you like, if you're a Todd McFarlane fan, send in 3 9/6s. What I did when I got the Incredible Hulks, I sent in 3 9/6s. I got a 9.4. So I lost a little bit of money. A 9.6 to a 9.4 is not a big deal. It was a $400 book and goes down to a $300 book or $250. That's not a big drop. So a 9.6 to a 9.4 is not a big drop. A 9.8 to a 9.6 is a big drop. So I sent in 3 9.6s, got a 9.4, got a 9.6, and I got a 9.8. So selling the 2 9.6s and the 9.4s, I broke even. And then the profit on the 9.8 was huge. It was I think a $2,800 book, and I sold it for $2,800, something like that, and bought it for $400, and then put $200 in the signature. So I'm going to try that again because I think Todd McFarlane is coming, and this is my hints. Anyways, happy hunting, guys. Good luck.